So everyone, now I'm back. We are in the finishing stages, and as you can see, we have the full form of the fidget spinner now. And this is what I meant earlier by not pulling it this way. You can go ahead and pull it this way if you want. A lot of times, just make sure not to pull it like this. Pull it like this here, because this will snap. There's two bands here. Or sorry, three bands. And this is what I mean by not pulling it out too much, because there's literally only single bands that are holding there are only single bands that are holding the single chains, and they're only single bands, so there aren't they aren't double bands that if you break one band there's still one band to replace its space. So that's what it would look like. So don't pull too much. You can go ahead and pull it like this though, if you need to fix it a little bit, but just don't pull it out like this, because there's only three bands there. So that's what it would look like. And like I said, I have my gradient going on, and I do like the colors that I picked out. You can think of many other color schemes and placements, but now I'm gonna show you guys how to what to do with the ends, to tie off the ends. That's if you don't want the C-clip there, like if you really care that you don't want the C-clip there. So what we're going to do is, while the C-clip is holding those, there should be 4 bands on it, clip to it. Take your hook and poke it through all those 4 bands. Now 4 bands are on your hook. You can take your C-clip at this point. Okay. Now, since I don't really care, I really don't care. If you guys are asking me, I don't care if the C-clip's there. This is a charm, you know, so it doesn't really matter for me. I don't really care. It could act as like a decoration maybe for the fidget spinner, but if you guys do care, this is what you should do. You want to... Okay, so now there's 4 bands. You want to pull the first 2 bands through the 3rd and the 4th, like this, and make a slip knot, basically. And then what you want to do, take the other 4, right, that you're already holding on to, and you want to stretch it over the tip of the fidget spinner. So make sure you pull on it a little bit to make it more longer. And I'm just going to stretch this over. I'm going to take my 2 fingers and I will stretch it over only the yellow so that it will blend in. Like this. So it will make it more have a point. Make it have more of a point. Try to make sure it doesn't do this. This is really difficult. If not, you guys can just hide it. Pull it through a couple of bands. Okay, so like this. So like this, right? There should be a band over it. Like this. And do this for all the other ones too. Poke your C-clip through all those 4 bands that it's holding. Remove the C-clip. Pop off your bands. Pull the first 2 bands through the 3rd and 4th. Pull it tighter so it creates a longer band to work with. And then you want to take this and stretch it out using your fingers and stretch it over the pointy part or the end. Like this, so there should be a bar over it like this. There should be a bar like that. And let me just check. Oh no, can't believe I have to redo this. See, this is why I don't care, because we have a hard time stretching it over the bands. Okay, so they should look like this, you guys. Got 2 now with the bars. And I'm gonna do the last one. Poke your hook through the through the 4 bands that your C-clips is holding. C-clip. Pop off your bands. Okay. Pull the first 2 bands through the 3rd and 4th. Uh-oh, what just happened? Okay. Pull it through, and you just kind of carefully want to pull it more so you have a longer band to work with, so it's easier to stretch over. And then once you think it's long enough, you want to stretch it over the charm. I don't know if you guys just saw that, hopefully you did. Oh no. So take it and stretch it out like this, and then stretch it over the charm, one of the parts, and yeah, you should have a neat bar. I think this is the only tricky part in the making of this charm. Okay, so like this. So there's a bar stretch over, a bar stretch over, and a bar stretch over. So it should look like that. And there you have it, your Loom Bands fidget spinner. So that is it, guys. That is one of the versions that I'm going to be teaching you how to make. I could teach you how to make the other ones, like this one. This one is a little bit more difficult with attaching the magic ring to the bands. So this is my first version, and I might do a time lapse of making like a gigantic, like a bigger version of a fidget spinner. But anyways, you guys could put a bearing on this, and then maybe you could try to spin it, but This is not meant for spinning, it's just a charm. Anyways, hope you guys like this. Hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!